the actual red line. Defenders,
I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. Please make sure the first thing you do is hitting that like button now. Appreciate you lot tuned in. It's fullback union. I apologize for going off the ball with this, but as you know, I'm a Sunday league fullback. Why not talk about fullbacks in professional football and give us a bit of a some limelight, because we are the most important players in the team. You see what Liverpool's doing. We'll start off with Trent and Robertson. Robertson had a great game against Arsenal, and I think he got 50 assists. He closed on 50 assists with Liverpool. Martinelli had a great game against Trent, but Trent, how someone can be so influential from a right back position is phenomenal when they're two great fullbacks. Lord knows how Liverpool are gonna replace them. Like, you look at Nico Williams at Liverpool, well, technically Liverpool, but at Fulham, I don't think he's anything to scream and shout about, but I think he cracked the crossbar from long range the other day, scored a good finish the other day. He's unfortunate that you're just coming through and in the same team that Trent's there, because I think you could probably get a Premier League move. So shout out to them. We're going back to the Champions League, but I would say shout out to Hakimi, because I think Hakimi is someone I've been really impressed with watching him this season. Mendes of PSG, the same. I love Aaron Hickney over there in playing for Scotland and at Bologna. Personally, I think he's going to end up he could very much end up in a number of roles in midfield. He's someone that I know Arsenal don't need a left back, because we've got someone from the same country as him, as Tierney, and we've got Tavares. But if it could be done, I would bring him into the club. I feel unfortunate about Reece James, man, because I feel if he was able to keep his form, he'd probably be in with a player of the season, young player of the season shout, man. He's been involved in some good assists and good finishes and good performances, man. Really been impressed. I think United are in problems with Luke Shaw's form, but specifically Wan-Bissaka, who hasn't been playing. He's quite terrible, He don't really defend that well. I know they used to say he defends better than Trent. He half his defending is reacting to his own mistakes. He doesn't follow runners. I don't know what I heard a lot of United fans saying he offers a lot in the final third. I could not see it in the games I've seen to be able to make this video. And defensively, he switched off against Atletico, as did Tellez. So yeah, fullbacks really are the most important in your team, people. Hail up Lamptey, because I think he's doing all right at Brighton. I did think he failed to follow a runner against Liverpool. I have to give hail up Cedric, because since you've come into the Arsenal team, you've been doing quite well. I still think people fancy you. Like, I look at the Leicester game, I look at Watford, I look at it, basically every game you've played, even when it's been Brentford. Teams fancy it against you, and when we've conceded, you could have done better. You're not the guy to blame, but you could have done better. But saying that, I think you really stepped it up. I think this is the best I've seen from you since you've signed for Arsenal. This is the most confident I've been in Cedric, especially. And this is the time of the season to be confident in players if you are going to be people, if I'm completely honest with you. Shout out to Tariq Mitchell, because I think, Arsenal fans, we've seen him play well against us quite a few times, and he's finally got a call up for England. I hope you're not just a one and done England cap sort of man. I do like Luke Thomas over there at Leicester. I think I would take him at Arsenal. Shout out to Kyle Walker-Peters also getting a call up and finding his feet at Southampton. Maybe Spurs should have held on to him, really. I know Sessegnon's picked up an injury, but I think since I last done a fullback union, he's been doing quite all right for Spurs and found a little role for himself, really. Ben Johnson's been doing all right for West Ham. I don't agree with the England shouts. He's quite unfortunate that he's coming up when there's a lot of players, but he's doing all right. Cresswell's been doing okay this season, got terrorized against Spurs. Speaking of terrorization, bro, Carvajal and Nacho, pardon me, Real Madrid need to patent that. I know Marcelo is, by their standards, finished, and I know they've got Mendy, but they El Clasico, them man there got absolutely piped. Shout out to Araujo, a centre-half, able to play there because he scored. Alba's been good. Dani Alba's been good since he's come back to Barca. I don't rate Sergio Dest, but Carvajal and Nacho got absolutely terrorized, man. Absolutely terrorized in that El Clasico. And on the topic of Tierney, I think some Arsenal fans, I don't know what it is, but some Arsenal fans are just finding a problem with Tierney. Tierney's not finding someone with his cross. Tierney's not playing as good as the others. Allow it, man. Tierney's playing as good as he always is. He's still putting in the same runs. People are not following it. Tierney's not shining as much because we've got a competent defense now. When Tierney's playing with shit, man, or Tomiyasu or Ramsdale's playing with shit, man, they're going to look like the guy, which they are still the guys, but there's a normalization of performances now. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say on the fullbacks this time. Shout out Matty Cash, because you got terrorized by Smith Rowe, but prior to that, you've been doing all right. I did think when I watched West Ham that Acuna brother did well for Sevilla against them. you know. And I know a couple of weeks ago, Callum Chambers scored a good goal, and I know he can play right back, so he officially counts. But yeah, man, that's all I had to say about the full. Shout to that young lad at Lyon as well, man. I do like the look of him, the right back. I need to find his name. He's got long hair, man. Lyon players. Said it now and I've started, people, so I can't turn back. Marlo Gusto, I like him a lot. He can play right back. He likes to go forward. He's made 22 appearances. He used to be a play further forward. I think he's got a decent future in the game, and I don't think Arsenal are going to look at a right back, but I think Gusto is someone to potentially consider, if I'm completely honest with you. So yeah, I think he's done good. There's a couple, like there's a lad at Nice. I'll do a separate vid on him. Not Nice, sorry, not Nonce. He's done all right. So yeah, man, that's fullback union, innit? So it's only right. Let me show you what one fullback can do, and you lot can be on your way. People, please hit the like button. Again, I'm going to be doing more videos of this, so make sure you're following, you're checking out my playlists in general. And yeah, man, you're hitting the like button. Appreciate you guys, man. Peace.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Because you always use that active red light, defending.
I think it's like